What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I hope you like this video. This is going to be the Real Housewives of Potomac season 4, episode 18. So look, this is the season finale. I don't know why I thought this was going to be the first week of the reunion, but it's not. It's the season finale. So we're sort of wrapping up storylines. Y'all know how we do at the end of the season and getting ready for this reunion, babe. So I think it'll probably be easier for me to just go lady by lady so we can just see what everybody's storyline was. So let's start with Katie. We know Katie left the Caymans early. And basically that was pretty much it. I mean, the lady said that Katie sent them this random text message, at some point, but really with no further explanation and whatever. And then we see Katie show up at Karen's event at the end of the episode, and when she walks in, she looks good. I mean, she looks like the old Katie, honey. She's got, her hair looks really cute to me. Her outfit is really cute. Makeup looks nice. But then she opens her mouth and it's the same old Katie. She said, I didn't put on any deodorant today and I didn't even take a shower. What, Katie? And she's just being Katie. So that's Miss Katie. Candace. Candace's main piece this episode was that she's letting her mom know that her and Chris are going to take over the mortgage, the complete mortgage. And again, I say, as long as your mother's name is anywhere on that property, it doesn't matter. Your mother is going to consider herself to that be her property. And her mother was even still throwing a little bit of shade when she was saying, oh, well, I think that's great. You could take over everything, the maintenance and the upkeep. Yeah, I just think that's wonderful, to be your property. But that ain't what she meant, because if you remember, Candace said her mother has a whole floor that belongs to her and that she comes and go as she pleases. Do you really think that's going to change now that y'all have decided to take over the whole mortgage? No. Y'all asses need to buy your own property. And I get it that that's a really nice house. And what it probably boils down to is them not being ready to buy a property as fast as they probably want to get away from her mama. And I get it. You live in a certain neighborhood. You want to stay in a certain neighborhood. Now, you looking at $2.5 million houses is beyond your budget. We know that. But you could probably buy a property in a neighborhood comparable to where you live if you could afford to take over that whole mortgage. But, I'm sorry. But again, that's that. And we see at the end of the episode where she makes the first, they said over at the beginning of the year, which would be this past January that just passed. So we saw her write out the check for the first mortgage payment, honey, and take it to the mailbox. But then we saw that her and her mom are not even speaking at this point, that they only speak through Chris. So whatever, I'm sure in the reunion some things will come out, but wherever they are now, that they are just in a really, really bad place. Okay? Monique. Excuse me. We know that Monique did not go to the Caymans. They come back, honey. She is ready to drop that baby, okay? We see her talk to Karen, and Karen sort of tells her how everything went down in the Caymans. And she said overall it was a nice trip, which it was. There were a few little hiccups, but overall they had a really good time, it seems like. And we see at the end of the episode that Monique had the baby, which we all know. She had the beautiful baby, and we see her with the baby. She ends up going to Karen's event. We'll get to Karen's event, but she ends up going to Karen's event at the end. So that was probably her first last. That's probably her last major, thing before it was time to sit down somewhere and get ready to have that baby girl. Giselle. Giselle is doing the renovations on the house, which of course are way over budget and over the time, which we knew was gonna happen. That's what always happens with renovations. Contractors tell you what you want to hear, not what they're gonna do. And Robin kind of tried to tell her that, even though we know that and Robin probably knew from experience in dealing with her own situation that things didn't quite go the way she wanted them to go. However, it looks like the renovations are coming along nicely. We went to the house, and Robin was like, I really wish that Giselle would have just tore the whole damn house down and started over, but okay, which I don't know. I don't know if that would have been. I don't. I mean, it definitely wouldn't have been cheaper. By the time she bought the house, it wouldn't have been cheaper for her to do it that way. But who's to say? Who knows, honey? Who knows? But so that's what's going on with that. And with her little blip at the end, we find out that she has moved into the house. That it's not 100% complete, but it's complete enough. And she said, with her paying a mortgage and paying rent and paying for the construction, she was like her money was getting funny, honey, and something had to go. So, she got the majority of it done that she can move into the house, and I'm sure the things that need to be done around it are things that they can live with or that she can do in increments rather than doing it all at one time. They also made allusion to her having a new old flame. And word on the street is her ex-husband, Jamal Bryant, baby. You saw them on the front row of that Dave Chappelle special. If you didn't, go look at it again. They was all hugged up on the front row. But anyway, so that's what's going on with Miss Giselle. Robin and Juan got tattoos. I am not going to drag that out and prolong that whole thing. They got tattoos on their ring finger to symbolize their rededication to each other. If you like it, I love it. If you like it, I love it. Ashley. We know at the end of last episode, Ashley took a pregnancy test. And her pregnancy test showed that she was pregnant. So we see her and Michael going to the doctor to actually get a actual doctor's test to see if she is pregnant. A formal test. And we found out that she at that point is 6 weeks pregnant. And the doctor pinpointed their date of conception was my birthday, July 2nd. Child. She can see that baby on my birthday last summer. So, but we're happy for Ashley, and it was really cute how she wanted to tell her mom. Her mom came over to do yoga, and she wanted to tell her mom she had put the stickers on her stomach saying, I am pregnant. But by the time they got done with the yoga, honey, the stickers was all over the place, which is what I was thinking. The whole time they was doing this yoga, I was sitting there thinking, those stickers can't possibly be staying in place. Because they were just some old, regular stickers. There wasn't anything, special about them. And, so she ended up running into the bathroom and using one of the pregnancy tests that she had in the bathroom and peeing on it and showing her mom that way. And it was a moment, everybody was crying. She was crying. Her mama was crying. Her husband was crying. It was nice. It was nice. And, I'm happy for Ashley. And of course we know in real time she gave birth a few months ago. And they gave us the update on that. So there's that. So now the main event, honey, ladies and gentlemen, the moment we have all been waiting for. Karen is unveiling LaDame in this episode. We see LaDame, darling. Now throughout this episode, everybody has been making their little smart comments here and there throughout this episode, right? And the person throwing the most shade, we know who was throwing the most damn shade, that damn Giselle. And I mean, she, because her biggest thing is, does Karen really own LaDame, or is she sort of a spokesperson for a company? And she said, well, Karen keeps talking about investors. Well, what does that mean? You have investors. I mean, does she own it? And she can't even tell us where we're going to be able to find it. I mean, can we buy it, online? Are we going to be able to buy it in stores? And, Giselle, I remember when you first were doing your every hue, whatever it's called, you didn't get your Target, you weren't in Target at the very beginning. When you first started selling every hue, I don't know where you could find it, but I know it wasn't Target. So, for you to be acting like Karen has to have all of the answers right here, that's kind of ridiculous, because you didn't have all of the answers. If somebody was coming at you with all these questions when you were first doing your every hue beauty, that's what it's called, I think, every hue beauty, you ain't know all the answers either. But her biggest concern is, does Karen really own her? I mean, or is she just a spokesperson? But even if she only owns 1% of 1% of 1%, I am here and I am supporting her. You such a damn hater, Giselle. Giselle just can't. It's like everything has to be so catty with Giselle. It's just catty. And even with the whole with Robin and Juan getting the ring, the first thing Robin did was, who did she call? She called Giselle to show Giselle the ring. And Giselle is in her confessional still talking shit, talking about something. Well, I mean, they got the ring on the inside of the finger, which still means that you only know it's there if you know it's there. I mean, Juan, you still need to buy that girl a ring. And just the shade of it all. And I'm just like, Lord have mercy, Giselle. Give it a rest. And I get it that that's what she there for. And that's part of who she is. And she don't have her own storyline, so she got to be messy so they'll keep bringing her ass back. Like, I get it. But it's like, damn, woman. But anyway, so we have the Every Hue event, and we see Karen doing her photo shoot. We see Karen talking to the planner. We see Matt then got the venue for her and took care of a lot of stuff, because we know that Karen has had a really rough year with the passing of both of her parents, and a lot was going on with that. Okay, pause. I'm sorry. I do have to go back real quick to this whole tattoo thing. While Juan was acting like he was going to pass out getting these, it was 2 little hearts. Now, I don't have it, in full disclosure, I don't have no tattoos. But it was 2 little hearts, okay? Robin got hers done with no problem, sat there like a champ. Juan acted like he was going to pass out. He said he was getting lightheaded. Now, I would have he was like, I can't stand needles. I don't like needles. Now, I probably would give you the benefit of the doubt until Robin said, you got 6 tattoos. That I'm sure are way bigger and way more intricate and took a whole lot longer than them 2 little damn hearts that you got on your damn pinky. Come on, stop it. Or ring finger. Anyway, Juan be doing the most in time, y'all. Oh, he be doing the most. Anyway, so back to LaDom. So the venue was nice. Karen looked really nice. She had on this white pantsuit. It was so cute. I mean, not jumper. Yeah, well, yeah, pantsuit. But a one piece pantsuit. It looked really nice on her. Of course, her son was there. I didn't see her daughter, but her daughter was probably at school. A lot of her friends and stuff were there. And of course, all the ladies RSVP. Like I said, I told you Katie came through. Monique came through pregnant and all, honey. She had to sit down, but honey, she was there. She said, this is what you do to support your friends. And, Monique threw a little bit of shade, but not like what Giselle was saying. She was like, I won't even use the word shade. She was like, I want to make sure, I just hope that there is a product, that there is something here for us so that Karen can basically, prove all the haters wrong. So I don't take that as shade so much as her saying, look, Karen, my girl, I hope this go off without a hit so she could, wave to the haters, with her middle finger type thing. And I think we were all hoping that we weren't going to have another She by Sheree moment with a fashion show with no fashions. I really think that's what everybody was hoping, that we did not have another situation. If you go back to the first season of Real Housewives of Atlanta, honey. And so Ashley came through, and Ashley is drinking water. Now look, Ashley, you would have been better off getting you a little mocktail and telling everybody it was a cocktail, but telling the bartender don't put no liquor in it. Because for as much as your ass drink, the minute you was walking around with water, the first thing everybody said was, are you pregnant? And she kept talking about I'm just parched. I'm so parched. I'm just parched. And everybody was like, yeah, no, you're not fooling nobody. Yeah, you're not fooling nobody. So yes, darling, it's the minute you did not get your signature corona, everybody knew you was pregnant. But it's cute. And again, you didn't need to tell nobody, and you shouldn't have to tell nobody, because I think, the first trimester, you're not really supposed to say anything. And she said she didn't really want to tell the women because they really hadn't even been supportive of her this year. And she just didn't, she wasn't even really ready to share it with them. I could understand that too. Because they, they haven't. Candace was there with her mama, and we saw them getting ready for the event, and Candace's mother told her, Candace had this real cute leopard print pantsuit on, honey, one piece, what I want to keep saying, cat suit, jumpsuit, that's the word I'm looking for, and it looked really cute, and her mother told her to tighten up the strings, because they did like this little crisscross thing in the back, and Candace said, all right, I'll do it myself, and her mother gonna say, I don't know why you acting like such a little bitch today, and Candace just looked at the camera and was like, you see that, right? Okay. I'm like, what is wrong with her mama? Golly. I just don't understand people who talk to their kids that way. Lord. But they were at the event. And then, of course, Giselle and Robin show up, and of course they show up talking the whole time in the car. Giselle talking about some. She hope they not wasting their time, and she hope that when they get there, they're going. And do you think they're going to actually have samples? Is there going to actually be Is there going to actually really be a fragrance for them to really feel or whatever? I mean, smell. So, Karen speaks, what have you. When they get there, they see the bottle, and they trying to open up take the bottle from underneath the little glass, and, Karen is like, back away from the damn, like, you could take pictures, but leave it right there. She was like, you'll get some. And she thanks all of them. She gives her little speech. She thanks everybody, and then the women come out with the sample bottles, and they're spray painted. They're spray painted gold. It just, I didn't get that. I didn't get the spray painted gold women walking around with the perfume. But anyway, they're walking around with the perfume, and they're spraying, and everybody says the perfume smells good. Now, Ashley and Giselle say that it's old. Ashley said that the perfume is old. Karen says the perfume smells old. Damn it, Giselle. And Ashley said that her mom would like it. So they were kind of throwing a little bit of shade, saying it's an old scent. But everybody said it's a nice scent. And everybody is genuinely happy for Karen. I do believe they are. But everybody got to have something smart to say, honey. People got to be shady in what the fuck they saying, honey. But at the end of the day, that's what it was. It went down. And what Karen said was that it would be in a department store soon, but she didn't tell them which one. And of course, here go Giselle. Which one? Which one? We don't know anything. We don't know anything more than what we knew before. Well, part of the problem is, again, if you're doing a business deal and it's not set in stone, it's not finalized yet, then you can't really talk on it. And like I said, Giselle, you weren't in Target from the beginning. Your stuff was available online or wherever it was until, you got your deal with Target. So anyway, what we found out, though, is that it is in Bloomingdale's, honey, and it's doing very well according to them. So we'll see. But that's what it is. Next week is the reunion. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Drop it in them comments. Peace.